Let's unpack the $1.8 billion judgment that just came down in the Sitzer Burnett versus National Association of Realtors. It all started about 100 years ago when the NAR was first formed. A bunch of real estate agents got together, started a group, decided to call themselves Realtors, and subsequently fixed the way that they were to be paid. Whether they worked for the buyer or the seller, the fee that they were paid was going to come from the seller's proceeds at the close of the sale. As buyer agency came into being maybe 30 years ago, buyer agents were also paid from those proceeds 9 out of 10 times. Even though the buyer agent was working for the buyer, the owner of the property, the seller, was paying the buyer agent's fee. When you sign a listing agreement, you are paying a percentage, and that percentage is going to be split between the agent that's representing you and the agent that's representing the buyer of your property. Think about that for a minute. Does that make sense? I've never thought it made sense. Why should my client, my owner client, have to pay the person that's representing the best interests of the buyer? It just doesn't make sense. But that's the way it's been done for the last 100 years, so let's just leave it alone. Well, now we're up to Sitzer Burnett. Several buyers and sellers got together and created a class action suit and decided to sue the National Association of Realtors. The NAR, by the way, is the largest trade group in the United States. 1.5 plus million members. The NAR has one of the largest lobbying budgets in the United States, usually in the top 3 every year. We as agents are forced to join the NAR if any of the other agents in our office are members of the group. What's this mean to you? Lower commissions, because you don't have to pay the buyer agent anymore. If you want to talk about how this could affect the sale of your house right now, give me a call.